Hello ladies, Sharon's here. I'm so glad you joined me today. Everybody asked me 5 million questions when they saw my video on the cheek fillers and the Botox. So what I'm going to do is to answer a lot of your questions for you. And these were fun questions. They're exciting. I mean, they make total sense. But I had no idea there were so many people that didn't really know how it worked, the way it worked, how it was done, how long it takes to heal, blah, blah, blah. So I want to answer a lot of your questions. To those that are new to my channel today, I welcome you to join my tribe. Please feel free to scroll on down, hit that subscribe button, and to see the little bell, click that little bell, because that'll be notifying you of my upcoming videos. I generally film twice a week. So thank you for being with me so much. I appreciate it. All right. When you get fillers, they're totally different than getting Botox. We're going to talk about both. The first thing that you do when you go in is you walk in barefaced, of course, and you're going to sit in the injector's chair. The injector is the RN or doctor that is going to inject you. Anything other than that should not be injecting at all. Different states are different. But here in Texas, I mean, if you are not qualified, you cannot touch anybody's face with needles or anything like that. Now, let's start right off by saying the one thing, the first question that everybody's going to say, does it hurt? No. And why? Because they numb you. Even when you go in for Botox, if you just can't handle needles at all. Now, the Botox needles are teeny tiny. So, I mean, you don't feel anything except a little pop in your skin, you know, and that's as long as it takes. But a lot of people are skittish about that, and that is okay. They have numbing cream. They will put it on you 20 minutes prior and let you just sort of relax, you know, in the bed there and chill and wait until they come in. They play some soft music. Actually, it's heaven. I have fallen asleep before. What does that tell you? That's how relaxing it is. Then they come in and you're totally numb. Now, that is the same way with fillers. They always they always put numbing cream on, especially on me with fillers. The Botox, I don't feel so much. They never numb me for Botox, never have, because I didn't really feel anything. But some of you will, and then, you know, let them put the numbing cream on you. I mean, don't be crazy. But the fillers, you will need numbing cream. There are different gauges of needles that go in, and they have to kind of move them around a little bit inside to fill up different areas. Let's be smart. Just take the numbing cream and relax. Chill, baby, okay? Okay, a lot of people ask me this question. Sharon, why would you need fillers if you're using medical grade skincare? That is an excellent question, okay? And I'm going to answer that for you. I started using medical grade about 53 years old, okay? Until then, I was using Genifique and everything about it. Oh, Genifique, I used it for years, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? The texture of my skin, it was getting a little ruddier, drier looking, okay, due to age. My face started sagging more, obviously, age. The next thing is I noticed, you know, my eyes, I was getting more lines around my eyes, age. So I said, you know, I'm going to have to go see the doctor about this, because all of a sudden I felt like I was aging overnight, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sure some of you can say, I can identify, girlfriend. Heck yeah. Because this is the deal. Once you hit 50, and I was in menopause at the age of 50. I know a lot of women don't go into menopause till in between there or 55, and that's fine. I'm glad I got mine done way early. Okay, I think it was like 47 when I hit menopause, but it wasn't to the peak until actually it was about 50 when that was the peak, where I was really crazy then and mean as a snake. But anyway, back to the story. And then it went away as fast as it came. But I wasn't the type that had oodles and noodles and night sweats. I didn't go through any of that. I just got real nasty. I mean, my mouth was just, like that all the time. And a little anxiety. But other than that, I was cool. I was cool with everything else. But I noticed changes in my skin. All right, immediately I noticed real big changes quickly in my skin. I said, oh no, we ain't playing this. So obviously I go to my dermatologist saying, okay, what is with this? Said, okay, well, when you hit this stage of the game, things start dropping more, gets drier, this happens, that happens. I said, okay, I don't care what happens, we need to stop it. Okay, we need to apply the brakes, or we need to do something. She says, well, now I think it's time for you to start using medical grade skincare. That is going to help all of this and not catch up with you so quickly and keep things smoothed out. And of course, I was already using Retin-A, so we continued the Retin-A, but we added everything else in the way of medical grade. I was totally consistent about it. I tried 3 different ones on different occasions per her request, which I did, and then she kind of put my regimen together, if you will. It has worked ever since. I love it. I will never stray from it. So don't ask me. I don't want to hear anything about it. You do you. But I'm definitely going to do me, okay? And I put money into my skin. And I know you guys are going, oh my gosh, it costs a fortune. Well, yes and no, it does. Because you don't get it every single month. I mean, when you buy, let's just say medical grade products, medical grade's going to last you, oh my gosh, my medical grade, 4 to 6 months. Usually 4 to 6 months. And sometimes I run out of one particular product, and that one I have to purchase every 3 months. And that is my my TNS growth hormones. I purchase those a little more often. Okay, so now while the medical grade is working on the texture, it's building collagen and it's tightening things up with elastin because of the right products. I've got that going on and that's doing really good. Then about, I'd say 2 years later, I'm going, this guy is falling, meaning my face, my everything, okay? Well, that's the way I felt. Okay, so I went to my dermatologist. And of course, she set up a whole plan for the injector. And the plan was that we were going to do something about the little lines around the eyes here and the L's. That is where I started first, was with Botox. The 11s, or you can call them L's, were very deep. Okay, so the whole idea of Botox is to, poke one here, poke one here. Also, I need a little lift at the end of my eyebrows, so she did a poke here and a poke here. Because I have hooded eyes and I was trying to give myself some more room. That's where the Botox came in really handy, trust me. And then, of course, the crow's feet, 1, 2, 3 little pokes here. And it helps smooth those lines. Botox doesn't erase lines. It relaxes them. It numbs them. So all this animation that we have going causes the lines in our lips. It causes the lines around our eyes, and definitely with the 11s. Do you see what I'm saying? So I wanted a more relaxed look, and that's where the Botox came in. Blah, 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 blah. The very first time I had Botox, I remember it ran me about $300. Now, that was when Botox was only $10 a unit. So she put, you do the math, about 30 units or so in. And for here, all this. Just this part I told you about. Of course, now let me explain something to you. Botox can be as high as $15 or $18 a unit. And lots of times your doctors will have specials going on. Now, you want somebody, obviously, not a Groupon. Don't do that Groupon thing because they cut theirs, okay? When I say cut it, it's not full strength of Botox. You don't want to go that route. That's a no-no. Okay, please don't do that. All right, you want the real deal. So, and you want a real injector, a professional injector. So, the thing about it is you want to go in and let them look and see what you need. They'll say, squint your eyes, do this, lift up. You'll see a lot of that in the video I just did. And they'll know where to inject and what you need to relax. Does it hurt? Oh, absolutely not. That's no big deal, the Botox. Now, like I said, some like the numbing cream. You know, my daughter gets Botox here and she gets Botox here. And she wants numbing cream. I don't know why. You know, she's a wuss is what she is. But that's okay. She's a wuss. Whatever it takes. But generally, the Botox, I still get mine at $10 a unit. Because I have a great rapport with my injector. And then my doctors. We're all very, very close. So, I've been going to her 100 years. And she is an excellent, excellent injector. She looks so cute herself. And she, too, uses, puts fillers in her own face. Her name is Lori. You saw her on the video that we just did. She is 55 years old. And doesn't she look like she's about 20? I know. She's so cute. She's precious. Anyway, back to the story. She is a nurse and has been doing this for a long time, okay? And she is good, let me tell you. And she's fast. But she's very, very particular that everything is perfect, and I appreciate that. All right, so she tells you what to do after you get injected. It's a piece of cake. So the Botox is wonderful. Fillers are a whole different breed. Fillers are hyaluronic acid. It's not a neuromodulator like Botox is. And one day they are working on it now. It's going to be just like Botox, but it's going to last 5 years, girlfriends. And they're working on that now. I can tell you, they're working on all new fillers. They're everywhere right now. It's so great. I'm so excited. But okay, back to the story. All right, the fillers themselves are all hyaluronic acid. And when it goes into your skin and sits, you're not going to see immediate results, all right? You're going to have to wait a few days before they settle in, all right? And now the Botox, with me, you just make sure you don't bend your head over for 3 to 4 hours after you've had your Botox because you don't want everything to start dropping or looking like that. So be sure and don't bend your head down. And then you generally see the difference in that in about a week. It takes about a week before your Botox all settles in perfectly. And yes, it's only good for 3 months. But I've been using Botox for so long now that mine lasts, believe it or not, mine lasts a little longer than that. You know, the more you use and the more consistent you are, it just builds up on itself. But these fillers that they have out now, which I'm going into this with you because you all asked me the names of everything, and I'm going to tell you that it helps build collagen and elastin. So I am thrilled with that. Okay, now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The first question is I think I answered that, why I use medical grade with it. Let me go over that again. The medical grade is an aid to help the rest of this. It all works together as a team. It helps with, my medical grade helps with the texture. It helps also with building collagen and elastin. You can't have too many products to do that, right, girlfriends? And then on top of that, for appearance sake, in something instant, I love the fillers. The fillers are wonderful. All right, makes your skin look smoother. It doesn't necessarily make you look younger, because I'm not here to look younger. I'm here to look better. Okay, better than what I do. I'm one of these, I don't have to walk around with this natural look. Nobody, no. Here, this is a whole different thing here. With me, I want to look the best I can for my age. and that is what I am doing. I don't want to look 20. I could never look 20. Are you kidding? I'm 71 years old. I'm not ever going to look 20. I'm not going to look 30 or 40 or 50 anymore, okay? Or 60. Even though some people think I look a lot younger, I just look fresher, okay? I try to look the best I can for my age. Let's get that straight right off the bat. Because if you're in here wanting fillers and Botox to give you a youthful look like you think you're going to be 20 years old, no, darling. It just smooths everything out. These products give you a little plumpness and smooths everything out so you look fresh, clean, and like you've got pride, and you look like you have more energy. It's all an illusion. Do you see what I'm saying? Come on, work with me here. Okay, so with that, I use the medical grade on top of that. Now, you're going to say, how often, Sharon, do you get Botox? I get Botox every 3 months. Sometimes 4, maybe 4.5. Sometimes my Botox wears a lot longer. It just depends. Don't ask me what it depends on, it just depends. Now the fillers themselves, these fillers that I have will last almost 2 years. Yes, so you get your money's worth. All the fillers have changed. All these new fillers, they're lasting 1.5 to 2.5 years. So hallelujah, because boy, you get your money's worth, let me tell you. But we'll get into that in a minute. All right. So that is why I mix, the medical grade with that. All right, the second question that someone asked me was, how much is Botox per unit? Like I said, I pay 10 because I have a deal. Also, when you start using fillers, you will become a member of what they call the Brilliant Distinctions point system. Every time I go in and get something done, I get points for that. And I add my points up, and every time I go back in, my points almost cover the whole visit, depending on what you get. So it's like this last time when I had to have Botox, all of my $600 worth of Botox was totally covered in my points because of the previous visit. Because fillers really add a lot of points. So it's just not so much fun. You're just switching back and forth. It's just lovely. So you want to be on the Allergen Brilliant Distinctions program because that's how you're going to get tons of points. And sometimes they have specials like they'll send you a coupon and say, well, this is 50% going towards your next visit. Well, boy, you want that, or $50 towards your next visit, or whatever it can be. So always, you want to watch your emails and blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it's heaven. It's perfect. But generally, when this last time, I had 60 units put in my face. Okay. And of course, they're little bottles like that. And squirt here, I don't know how many units per poke, but it's 60 units altogether for my L's and right around here, and 2 right here to lift the end of the brow. Okay? Oh, and then you all had also asked, one of the questions is, what was it she put above my lip in just each little line there? She did not put filler, no, because fillers go in the lip per se. She wanted just to give it a little lift because my top lip, also because I'm sagging, is not as, it doesn't stand out as much. So she put a tad of Botox here and a pinch of Botox here to make it a little puffy. It gives you just an itty bitty lip lift, which is not huge, but it helps the lines, from appearing even more so, and then your lip really looking flat. It's awful. So I'm probably going to end up getting my lips filled again, but mine are with permanent silicone from way back when. So my bottom lip, I'm not worried about at all. It's good. But the top lip will need a little bit more here because that's the part that sags. But I'm not going to run, not walk, as long as I can get away with overlining my lips a little bit and get, poked a little bit there. That's it. Okay. Now, how much were your cheeks? And how many syringes? Okay. Whenever they do your cheeks, like I had done, they always, everybody, every doctor, puts in one syringe here and one syringe here. Now, it depends on the product that they, put in your cheeks. I did not want a sculptor type of thing. The doctor didn't think that was good for me. The doctor thinks that my cheeks needed voluma. Now, I like that because it lasts almost 2 years. Yay! And yes, one full syringe went here and one full syringe went there. And as you can see, I'm not all like this, so I don't look yucky. The one thing that the doctor agreed, I did not need anything here, looking like I had 2 golf balls or powder puffs. I think that's tacky anyway, and my doctor doesn't swing that way either. So they wanted more up here for 2 reasons. That it would help the lines in my eyes, which it has, somewhat. And then the jowls. It fills up enough where it lifts the jowls a little bit. So that is the reason behind it. It's still settling in. It has not finished the settle time, as they call it, the settling in time. It takes, almost a week to 2 weeks to really settle in. And some people it takes 3 weeks before you go, oh wow, now that really looks good. So just keep watching my face because every day gets a little better. But yes, I had a syringe here and a syringe here. Each syringe was $750 per syringe. Now that was my discounted price. Okay? And I know that I have a girlfriend that had hers done with another doctor, and hers were like, I think all together she paid $2,000, for her cheeks. So that means $1,000 here and $1,000 here. Well, I had $750 here, $750 there. And you have to shop around. You have to make sure your injectors and doctors are right. And sometimes there are specials going on again, like I told you, and your brilliant, distinct, points. But that was the voluma that they put in there, and it'll last almost 2 years. Oh, and you wanted to know, did I feel anything? Nada. Nothing. Zippo. Numbing cream all over. No. And they really work it in there. And you can kind of, well, I won't tell you that because some of y'all go, but you know when it's down deep in there because you have a bone. And they're working, right in that area. So, but you don't feel anything, nothing. Okay, now in your video, it says, will you be injecting anything else? Well, there's really no reason to. The cheekbones were for a reason. To soften this under the eye, because my eyes were getting rough. And I already had an eye job back, in my late 40s. So I'm not going to get another eye job now. I mean, at 71, it's kind of ridiculous when I can soften them with other things and fillers and what have you. So, not unless something else comes up. I don't see that I'll be doing any more right away. But now, girls, that's just open for discussion. The more new fillers they come out, never know. Okay. The next thing you all asked, what is the fillers that they put in your nasolabial lines? Okay, right in here and down in here. I didn't have anything this time. I don't have to. Mine are still good for almost another year. But when they put that in before, they put, hang on, I got it all written down here. They put in velour. It's a beautiful, beautiful product. And I mean, it seemed so soft, it just didn't boing in your face. It seemed so much more natural. For me, it did, because I was used to them injecting Juvederm, everywhere. And these are all part, of the family, but they're newer and improved. So that was really nice. So I won't need anything here or here unless I just stomp my feet and say, I gotta have anything right now. So those were really great. Now let's see. To have both of these filled, as I recall, with velour, I think that was about $6.50. But I had points. Keep that in mind now. Okay, so as you can see that the velour and the voluma are all lasting anywhere from 18 to 22 months. So, and if you've had fillers for some time, it could last longer than that. Because they're building on top of each other. It's just so great, so easy. Are there any instructions that says how to take care of the fillers? Like washing, etc. Well, yes and no. When you first get fillers, like I said, it takes several days for it to set in and relax itself and do what it's got to do. Next week, I'll probably look like a superstar, okay? But when I wash my face, I don't push. I wash my face with my same cleanser, but I move everything up, up, up. I can wash it in circles and then move things up. I never pull them down. Once you get fillers and everything in, especially when they're fresh like this, I mean, they're just about a week old or so, you want everything up. You put your cream on up. My vitamin C goes up, and I massage around, making, pushing it back here, up here, the Botox, I push it up and out. That's the way I put on all of my skincare and handle it, and that's the way I put on my products, especially when everything is fresh, okay? Because you'll break it down if not. You got to give it time to sink in and settle and do its thing, okay? I mean, just bottom line. Now, another thing that I want to explain to you, I had a lot of people ask about, can you still use the red light? Okay, yes and no. If you have just had Botox, you're going to have to wait about 6 to 7 days, then you can use your red light. If you've had fillers, you're going to have to wait longer than that. You're going to have to, probably wait. They tell me, don't use that red light until you've had it in for, 2 weeks, a good 2 weeks. And so I try to make sure it's the 12 to 14 days before I tackle that red light. But can I be honest with you about something? I don't even need that red light. I don't need any of that at all. Because with the medical grade products I'm using, and then with the fillers, my skin is so soft, and of course the fillers, with all this in them build up collagen elastin, I don't need all that extra stuff anymore. And you know what? That's why I said, oh my gosh, this is the whole trick to being able to afford fillers, is you're going to be eliminating, and I'm not saying yah fillers, I'm just telling you a fact. You're gonna save so much more money. The money you're pissing off on all these things that we're showing you on YouTube, red lights and rollers and this and that, and I can go on and on and on. You won't even need all that stuff. Now, if you just want to go in from time to time and have a good facial, and I'm all about that, okay? You guys know. I am so crazy about the hydrofacial, I can't stand myself. Once a month, I must have a hydrofacial. Any other facials, I give myself at home, okay? But I give them, if I've had my Botox or my fillers, I let it calm down first before I go in and tackle that. But I don't use... The lighting is not necessary once you get all this done. Like I said, you're going to be cutting out half of everything you do. It's so simple now. I mean, they have gotten my medical grade products down to what? 3 in the daytime? Yeah, 3 in the daytime, I think. 3 or 4 at night, and that's it. I mean, see, when it starts working and you see the difference, they can start eliminating some of them. You don't need the same thing you used to have. Some of them are staples, like your vitamin C. You're going to need that every day anyway, you see. But, you know, I use that once a day in the mornings. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. As you work to do this skin, you're saving money in all areas all the way around. So it's kind of a win-win situation, let me tell you. Okay, so my ladies, I don't want you to think that I was in a lot of pain, because I know a lot of you said, oh my gosh, we saw those pokes, we didn't know what was going to happen to you. Now, I've never had that many injections at one time. When I go in for injections, usually I just get my Botox, I'll leave, because it's not on the same monthly pattern, you know, and setup as my fillers. When I have my Botox, I don't need my fillers, and you see what I mean? And vice versa. So, this time I said, no, I need my Botox now, and I'll go ahead and get the cheek fillers. Why not? I did not need these, as you saw by the video, but I wanted to try out the new cheeks, see how I'm going to like it. And if I don't like it, they could have, you know, injected a solution in there that would melt it all away. But what I like about it is it's not in your freaking face. It's not what you call like Joan Rivers, as much as I love Joan Rivers. Some of the other stars, because it was an older way of doing things back then, theirs were too prominent and their face looked frozen. That's why I'm so totally against the facelift right now. Well, not me as much as my doctor is for me. You know, your doctor will tell you what he thinks you really need, or she. Because, you know, it's like my plastic surgeon is in agreement with my dermatologist and the doctor agree with the injectors. So everybody is working together as a team to keep you looking, you know, fresh, okay? And like you're alive. So I'm real fortunate, and I pay attention. I listen to what they tell me, because I said, look, I got to be a superstar. And they go, okay, right, you know, we'll get right on that. But you see what I'm saying? I'm not crazy about getting any kind of facial scars. I'm not wanting to time down to recoup. Everybody knows with me, time's money, money's time. And I'm all over the map. I don't have time for that. I want to be able to go in and get freshened up where I can walk out of there and go to a business meeting. You see what I mean? Or I hit dinner with a sugar booger and enjoy my dinner. I don't want to have to worry about healing and bandages, and I don't have time for that. I mean, it's a time thing for me. But I don't want you all to be nervous about it all, because you can see it's a breeze. Oh, and I have to thank two of you YouTubers. I had no idea that you girls were like down the road from my injector, but I found out two of you live here in Texas, not too far from me at all, and you're down the road, and she has already gotten you scheduled. So I'm pleased that you all are going to go in and be beautified as soon as this, you know, lifts here. We're under the situation where you can't get your nails done. Oh girls, I'm looking haggard. I mean, everything's starting to grow out, and I'm going, what? How long is this going to last? But, yeah, we're on shutdown here. But they'll be going in as soon as the shutdown lifts. And I can't wait to see. And I told her to give everybody a fabulous deal. And she will, because... And I think that's it, my ladies. Yes, I made it through it. No, it didn't hurt. Like I said, I had them done at the same, the same time. So that was great. Now, for the first time in my life, I did feel a little sore the next day, just, not pain, just sore. Like, wow. Okay, kind of sore where those needles all went in there, huh? but I never had that much work done at one time. So, but, oh yeah, it didn't put me under, or I had to go to bed. No, I didn't have to take any aspirin or any of that. And everybody wants to know, did I bruise? Because I used to be on blood thinners. The doctor had taken me off of that, so the only thinner I'm on is 81 milligrams of baby aspirin. So, no. As you saw, I had no bruises whatsoever. Nada. I mean, I told you, I got a great injector. She's really, really good. I've never had bruises ever. Well, now I take that back. When I was on my fillers, I think I had one little bruise somewhere around in here. I think, yeah. I think I did when I was on my thinners. But, you know, other than that, nada. But it was a piece of cake. If you all have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I hope this covered everything for you. I'm excited. If you want to try this, you'll love it. It's absolutely a piece of cake because it's the new thing, for the last few years. It's getting more popular by the day, and more fillers are coming out daily. I've been reading up on 7 new ones, and I'm going, oh, I love it. Now, if we just had something stronger, than a lipo machine where you could just, walk in somewhere and they could stick hoses up and just start sucking fat all down into a big bin and just discard it, wouldn't that be wonderful? We could call it the ultra lipo or something fabulous. But anyway, don't see that happening right away, okay, girls? We'll have to keep working on that one. All right, I love each and every one of you. All you new subbies, mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much for coming and visiting, and hopefully you join my tribe. To all of my little ladies, I want you to stay sassy, classy, confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this video.